All right, morning guys. We're going to be live in about 5 seconds. Don't you want to come and have a seat? Put your phones on silent for me. Come in, come in, come in. Go all the way across, guys. We're going to be full. Morning. All right, come in, guys. Come in, come in. Good, good. All right, morning guys. Morning those of you who've tuned in live this morning. We're just getting everybody in the room, so give us a second. All right, come inside guys, come in. Okay, welcome guys to DuePoint. Thank you for coming through this morning. Can I get you to just put your phones on silent for me? Pull them out, have a look at them. I promise you they're not on silent. Turn them on silent. I'll test by making one of them ring a little bit later, okay? Well, somewhere in the presentation I'll test by making one of them ring, okay? All right, make them silent for me if you can. Okay, welcome this morning, guys, to DuePoint. Before we get started, let me let you know that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We've been around for 68 years, first founded in 1952, homegrown South African insurance company. We're listed on the JSE as a public company, and we are a life and short-term licensed insurance company. I tell you all of this because you have not seen anything like DuePoint before. I know you will believe for at least the first 20 minutes that you have, but in the last 40 minutes, I won't be quite that long, the last 20 minutes, you'll discover that we are nothing like you have seen before. And we want you to have trust in what we say and what we do, and we want you to have genuine hope in what we do here at DuePoint. So about 4 or 5 years ago, we sat down, and as Constantia, we decided we had 2 problems that we were facing in the economy of South Africa. One, we were seeing diminishing business off of traditional forms of selling, distribution across the board. And I don't know if you guys have been following the papers. You would have seen across the financial services industry at the moment, there's a lot of decline. Clientele's results were out this week. We saw Hollard's results out. We saw Liberty's results out. Things are not looking pretty out there right now. We realized this 5 years ago already, that there was a steady decline in our economy in South Africa. In the last 4 or 5 years, it's been exacerbated even worse for our second problem, which is us on the ground. As individuals in South Africa, we're now actually in economic crisis. Most of us haven't realized it yet, but we are. We're at a point now where we are poorer now than we were 20 years ago. That's not a marketing statement. That is an economic fact. Go and look it up on Google after this, and you will find the articles where the economists have done the maths and say that the average South African earns less today from an actual buying perspective than they did 2 decades ago. And what does that translate into? It translates into decreased business for corporates. And so we said we have to solve both those problems. We have to get South Africans economically equipped again, out of crisis and back into control of their personal economic position. And we have to change the way we distribute our product to cater for a 21st century generation that are no longer buying the way they used to. With those 2 things in mind, we created what we call the DuePoint System. The DuePoint System allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, we're going to give you one task. It's not going to be selling. It's not going to be dragging stock around. It's not going to be doing presentations. All the things that you would normally have to do everywhere else, you don't do here. We give you one task. We want you to go out and connect the 57 million South Africans who are in economic crisis to us. You connect them using our technology. I worked it out the other day. It's 3 taps on your screen. If you can tap your smartphone 3 times, you have just connected somebody to us here at DuePoint. That's the task we want you to do. By connecting individuals for us, you create this new form of distribution that we require, and we're able to then come along as the insurance company and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout that channel of distribution. This creates revenue for us, and from that revenue, we're able to solve problem number 2, which is create a recurring extra income for you. Now, that extra income has 2 very important characteristics. Firstly, it is not what I call cash in transit. Everything you've done up until now has been cash in transit. You sell something, you get money, but you only get it once. Then it's gone. And you know how long money lasts in your hands? How long does money last in your hands? Like water through your fingers, isn't it? Gone, gone. They put it in. Doesn't matter. I'll give you 50,000 rand right now. It'll be gone by Monday. It just goes through the fingers. Okay? Does not change. So it doesn't matter what you've been promised in the past. No, sell this. I'll give you 900 rand. I'll give you 400. I'll give you 15,000 rand. You know that even when you had made the sales, the money disappeared as fast as it came in. That's not the business we're in. We're in the business of what we call wealth creation. Wealth creation is money that's there every single month, recurring. It is there every month going forward. What do we ask you? Single connection. Make a single connection of an individual to us. And from that, we will then distribute our financial services products that run on debit order systems, automatic debit order systems. And those automatic debit order systems will raise on that individual every month going forward, which means that the money and your wealth comes in every month without you running after them to beg them to buy the pots and the pans and the toiletries and the currency and the whatever else again. None of that is there. All you do is you connect them once to us, and our system brings your income in every month thereafter. This creates for you a circumstance changing income for you. If I give you a little bit every month as opposed to a one lump sum, you start to use that little bit every month to create a change in your lifestyle. That's wealth. And that is what we do. We then have created the system to cater for every single South African's set of circumstances. South Africans' number one excuse for not doing anything is I'm too busy. Am I right? You even told the person who brought you here this morning or the person who connected you live to us this morning, you said, no, I'm sorry, I'm too busy for this. Well, congratulations. That just means you're South African. That's all. In order to be South African, one of the qualifying criteria on the citizenship certificate is you have to be too busy. It is. We work 60, 80, 100 hours a week, and we're poorer now than we were 20 years ago. Why are you going back to work on Monday? I have a whole training session on this. It's very interesting. I'll frighten you completely out of going back to your job on Monday. Completely. Because it is a complete and utter waste of your time. You'll say, no, but it's security, and it's... No, it's not. You can go back on Monday morning, and they can retrench you. In a shrinking economy, which is what we're in, where inflation for individuals on the ground is well nigh 20 to 25% per annum, tomorrow morning, Monday morning, you may be without a job. So don't believe for a moment it's security. It is not. And so this thing that you cling to as security is sucking up all your time. And as a result, your response to anybody is, I'm too busy for that, I'm sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we knew that. So in our system, we designed a system that won't take up your time, that will fit into your circumstances. In our system, we give you the ability to leverage others, building teams. We call them channels here. These channels are able to create wealth for you while you're sleeping. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You have the ability to leverage now. Your little bit of time can be leveraged into large amounts of time as you build teams with us here. You get to use our system at no cost. There's no starter fee. There's no monthly fee. There's no admin fees. There's no training fees. There's no application form fees. There's no fees. This morning is not a financial risk decision. So when you say, I need to go home and speak to my husband, no, you don't. Because you're not committing yourself to a monthly fee to use our system. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get free use of our offices, our technology, our staff, our software, our training, our everything, at no cost to you. We are in the business of creating wealth, not taking money. As I say, for many of you, just about everywhere you've been before, they've said you can be part of this amazing opportunity for 5,000 Rand, for 2,500 Rands worth of product a month, for $80 admin fee a month. You've been there. You've been there. Yeah, we don't do that because we are not like any of those things. We're a wealth creation business, not a cash in transit business. And here there's no cost to use our system. In addition, because you're not selling, you're not presenting, excuse me, not intermediaries, you're not advising, you're not brokers, you're not agents. Everybody can do this. Everybody in South Africa, no matter what your education is, no matter what your qualification is, you can do this. You have one task. You just have to connect people to us. And it means that everybody in South Africa is able to build a proper, real asset for themselves. But not only that, this asset that you will build, you can price and sell in our system. But when you pass away one day, It will automatically be passed on to your children. And the income that you were making during your lifetime will be handed to your children, and they will be able to earn off of what you produced in your life. In South Africa today, we do not have intergenerational assets. You didn't get anything from your parents, and right now you're not giving anything to your children. I know this. You might. You might give them the gift of debt. That might be what they pick up, is your debt. Here now, the moment you pick this tool up, you have a tool that will create wealth not only for you, but for the generations to come. When I talk to you about the fact that you have never seen anything like DuePoint before, I mean it. For the first time in pretty much South Africa's history, there is now a tool available in the South African market that can be used to create wealth over generations. And it is now sitting in front of you this morning. This tool will make your life very convenient. As I said, no paper application forms, no presentations you have to do, no carrying stock around. I had such a good laugh the other night. There was a lady here who was very excited about doing DuePoint, and I'm really excited for her. She's going to do very well. That afternoon, she'd been out getting groceries and stock for the other thing that needed her to drag the stock around. Now she doesn't have to anymore. She has been freed from having to buy packets of things, put them in the boot of her car, and drag it to her friends and say, please buy again this month. Don't have to do that at DuePoint. At DuePoint, you're going to connect individuals to us once, just once, and every month thereafter, you will have created a stream of income for yourself. As you connect individuals to us through our technology, those that you connect will catch the vision like you and become wealth engineers. When they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These individuals will go out and connect individuals to us using our technology. And as they do and they become wealth engineers, again, we will allocate them to you. And this process will repeat itself and repeat itself and repeat itself as your channel of distribution grows out across the country. We then, as DuePoint, come along and do the work you would normally have had to do. We come along and we distribute the products throughout your channel. And your income is born without a single sale, without a single presentation that you've had to do. And your income is born. We distribute this wealth to you in two ways. We distribute it to you firstly through our returns program. We pay you R27.50 for every product payment in your channel every month that it is made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. So for instance, you're going to go out, you're going to connect a couple of your friends. They're going to pay for their product. You're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month going forward, as long as that product is paid. These individuals will go out and connect a few more people. And again, you're going to get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand, every month that they pay for that product. If they take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, 165. If they take 4, 220 Rand. Every month from a single connection. Yes, but Brendan, elsewhere they'll give me 450 Rand for selling the pot and 900 Rand once. They give it to you once. Here, it's every single month going forward. In this example, you've put a handful of people in. Just a handful. And you're earning 1,000 Rand a month. It's 1,000 Rand a month, 12,000 Rand a year that you're now earning through the DuePoint system off the back of a handful of connections. Maybe you want more than 1,000 Rand. Great, connect more people. As you connect more people, your channel grows, you earn on a diminishing basis, but only to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you have unlimited earning potential. For every payment beyond the 8th point where you qualify to earn, you will get 4% of R27.50. You can grow your channel to 50 points big and earn on every single point. You can hand it over to your children, they can grow to 75 points big and earn on every single point as long as they qualify to earn. If you go to our YouTube channel, go and search it. Do not be afraid of YouTube. It kills me. No, YouTube takes data. Congratulations. This is 2019. Things take data. Yes. Free Wi-Fi here. Find a free Wi-Fi hotspot around you. They're everywhere these days. Go to YouTube. Look up DuePoint channel. Watch our training videos on how to earn at DuePoint. And you will understand how we have created intergenerational wealth for you. For you. You are able to build an unlimited generational wealth for you and your family. Nothing you have seen anywhere in the country today is anything like what DuePoint offers you. Nothing. If you want to know how much you can earn at DuePoint, I'll calculate it for you. We've not been around for 5 minutes. We've been around for a good few years now. I can tell you exactly what the mathematics in this business is, and therefore I can calculate for you what you earn if you put the time into building this business. If you don't put no time into this business, I can also calculate how much you're going to earn. Nothing. But if you put time into building this business, we can calculate your wealth. We use a very simple growth rate formula here called 3 plus 2. It fits into everybody's lifestyle. Doesn't matter how busy you are. You could be working 100 hours a week. 3 plus 2 fits into your circumstances. What does it say? In your first month with us, you're responsible for adding 3 people. That's it. 3 people. Not 30, not 300, 3 people. If you can connect 3 people to your channel in your first month, and then plus 2 people every month thereafter. Can you do 1 person every 15 days? 3 taps on your screen. 1, 2, 3, there. Once a month. Twice a month. Can you tap 3 times on your screen? You guys are looking at me like, that sounds like too much work for me. I'm too busy. I am too busy to tap my screen 3 times, twice a month. That's what I'm talking about. This is not a marketing speech. Sometimes people think that I'm like trying to sell something here. This is not. We're an insurance company, and I'm giving you facts this morning. The facts are, I can calculate your wealth at any level of performance. You can put 10 people in a month. You can put 100 people in a month. I can predict, because this is a real business. But to show you, I ask you to put 3 people in a month and 2 every month. That's it. If you can put 2 in every month, which includes December, you're not allowed to skip December because it's Christmas. You've got to put it in. You can do it in the first week and then have the other 3 weeks off. Okay? But if you do it consistently over time, then, with all of our mathematics built in, after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 is 30,000 Rand a year. Now, I know you've seen Facebook posts and WhatsApp groups that said you'd all be rich in 90 days if you did this one thing or the other. How many of you know someone who got rich in 90 days? No. Any of you know anyone who even stayed rich? No. There was this short rich thing that I think came through a while ago. Something like that. It's gone now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the business of permanent wealth at DuePoint, not cash in transit. 2,500 Rand a month is a powerful number. I want you to start thinking about it. What have you done? You've been adding 2 people a month. That's it. For 6 months. That's it. And you're earning 30,000 Rand a year from DuePoint. Consistently, persistently, potentially for your whole life. Nothing that you have been involved with before is anything like this. Now, you can make it faster. Just put more than 2 people in a month. But let's look at what happens if you carry on for another 6 months going plus 2, plus 2, plus. Some people will cancel. Some people will lapse. Some people won't pay. Some people won't add people. We know this. It's all built into our mathematics. It's built in already. 12 months down, your 2.5 is now 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 1 year from now. It's this time. It's autumn next year. Can you believe we're in autumn? It's 40 degrees Celsius outside. It's autumn. You've got to love South Africa. Okay. 1 year from now, you're on 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 120,000 Rand a year, guys. You're going to get a 10,000 Rand raise at your job this year? It's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. Is there something else that's going to increase your money permanently? Not when you're selling. You can be lying in a hospital dying, and the 10 grand still comes in every month. Okay? Is there something like that? No, those are cash in transit. Now we're talking wealth. It's taken you a year, but you're earning 120,000 Rand a year with DuePoint. If you can do 2 years with us, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. You never quit. You never skip months. You're always adding your 2 people every month. Well, then after that period of time, you should be up to about 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 360,000 Rand a year after 2 years. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months, not after 20 people who let you down. After 2 years of adding 2 people every month. You're now in the top third of earners in the country. The top third in the country, according to SARS. If you can do 3 years with us, it'll rise to 40. 4 years, it'll rise to 60. And if you can do 5 years with us, you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1,000,000 a year. You're now in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. It has not taken 5 months. It has not taken 5 weeks. It hasn't taken 50 people. It's taken 5 years. This is where I lose most South Africans. They go, no chance. No chance. My WhatsApp group says I can be rich sooner. Your WhatsApp group is a lie. Otherwise, you would know people who were richer sooner. And there aren't any. This is the one rule about wealth The rule about wealth is it requires time. Doesn't matter what you do. The ingredient is time. Are you willing to wait 5 years? Most South Africans will say no. And yet, I ask them a question, how long have you been working at your employer for? How long have you been in your career for? Oh, no, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. Well, that's interesting. How come you didn't go to your boss and say, I'm sorry, this is taking too long? How come? But when I say to you, can you give me 5 years? You go, that's too long. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to change how we think. Because we have an economic crisis that we have to solve in South Africa. And it is not going to be solved in 5 weeks or 5 months. It's going to take generations. We had one of the leading minds in South Africa here on our stage a couple of months ago. It was about mid-year last year. And he got up here and he said, if tomorrow the politicians changed the policies in South Africa and turned the economy of South Africa around, it would take 70 years to recover. 70. That's if we change it tomorrow. That wasn't a joke. It wasn't a marketing speak. It wasn't it was a physical, mathematical fact that if we change our policies and tomorrow turn our economy around, it'll take 70 years. And I'm saying, give me 5. Give me 5. And we'll change your circumstances permanently. And we'll put a tool in your hand that'll change your family's generational circumstances permanently. Have we got people doing it at DuePoint? Absolutely. We've been around for years. We've got thousands and thousands of people that are doing this. Every month we put 2 or 3 of them on stage from around the country just to show you what they're doing. Some are doing well, some are doing badly, some are in the middle. We show you all of them. I've got nothing to hide. This is not one of these things that blew into the Durban harbor and is going to blow out in 12 months' time. No, this is the real thing. This is the real thing that we show you here. This month, just a week or 2 ago, in fact, we had Elaine up on stage with us. She's been with us for 6 months. What should she be on after 6 months? 2,500 rand, shouldn't she? Okay. She's on 2,475. Surprising, isn't it, that the mathematics works? I can tell you exactly how you're going to go based on how many people you connect. All right. She also happens to be very fortunate in the sense she took our funeral plan and her uncle passed away. And in the 6 months she's been with us, we've paid for our uncle's funeral. So the benefit she's got is well in excess of any money she's had to spend here in DuePoint. Multiples of any money she spent, she's already earned back from DuePoint. We don't put you in a loss-making position. There's no, I need to go and talk to my spouse this afternoon because this is a financial decision. It's not a financial decision. Well, it is. It's about increasing my finances. That's what it's about today. Then we had Andile, KZN. This is a nationwide business. I've got the country watching me on that camera above your heads. Every day we present live across the country. This is a nationwide business. Andile's been with us for 7 months. How much should he be on? Also around 2,500 rand a month. He's on 5. Would you like to have increased your salary by 5,000 rand a month in the next 6 months? Yeah, 60 grand a year. What can you do with 60,000 rand a year? Not once off, poof, there's your 5 grand, goodbye. Every month, every month. And Dealer's team's probably watching us right now, growing across KZN. Nationwide business that you've got here with us. Folks, we've got hundreds of testimonies like this of people across the country that have been making wealth with us for years. Go to our YouTube channel. You know that one you're scared of? Go there. Go to the bottom. Wealth Engineers Tell All. You'll see all their testimonies. Guys earning 15 grand, 30 grand, 5 grand, 800 grand, 60 grand, 100,000, 175,000. That's all there. Go and look and see and ask yourself, where do you want to be? Do you want 5,000 rand a month or 5,000 or 500,000 rand a month? You decide. We can supply any amount of income. It will require your time. You want 500,000 rand? It's going to take years. You want 5,000 rand? Could take months. But it's real. It's genuine, and it's not disappearing like we've seen everything else just disappear in our economy. It's real here for you. The second way that we create wealth for you is through our XP Rewards training program. We teach you how to do this, guys. We actually teach you how to do this. It costs you nothing. And we teach you how to become successful social entrepreneurs, how to create wealth for yourselves, and how to succeed in the DuePoint system. As you complete steps in our training program, and guys, you're going to have to engage with it. You can't go, oh, I hope I get them. No, you've got to get engaged. You've got to get into the app. You've got to understand the program and do the steps. As you do that, you accumulate XP points, experience points. They don't fall away. They don't expire. They're your points. And as your channel grows, we match your experience to your channel size, and we rank you up. And as we rank you up, we reward you with additional cash. Whole lots. And it grows. As you rank up, it's more and more and more. Then at rank 5, we start to give you tools. We give you an imported Lightning memory stick from the US. It's filled with everything you need. Everything that you need to connect South Africans to us, and it plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa. Then at rank 7, we give you a 20,000 Rand set of business cards. Imported, gold gilded, and custom made for you. Not gold printed. That's not print. That's gold gilding. Have you ever seen a card that has real gold on it? You'll have a whole set. It'll be yours. When you give it to somebody, they're going to want to know who DuePoint is. It is a powerful tool of connection. Find a rank 7 here today. They'll show you what one of those cards looks like. Otherwise, look in the glass cabinets or find a rank 7 wherever you are around the country. And they'll show you what these cards look like. Then a rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do maintain that channel size, for the rest of your life, we will take you and your family away on a 1-week trip, 5-star, all expenses paid business class. I had such a laugh. I saw this write-up of some trip for something else, and it's, we do not pay, we do not pay, we do not pay. Oh, my word. Okay, if you do not accept the basic meal, then you pay for that. What's the basic meal? Is it bread and water? What do they give you? Do they lock you in your room and bring your bed on? You must be joking. At DuePoint, there are no expenses for our rank 9s. We pick you up at your house. We carry you there, we lay you out on the sunbed, we pick you up again, and we carry you home and put you back in your house. You don't pay anything in between. You can leave your wallet behind. Because we are real. Because you have never seen anything like DuePoint before. Because there is no other economic solution in South Africa today. There isn't. It's beyond conversation, and it is beyond debate. In South Africa today, you're either doing DuePoint or you are economically dying. That is a fact. It is not a marketing statement. If you do the work to go rank 9, you will get to rank 9. What rank are you guys on at the moment? Naught. You're in rank 0. But if you do the work to get to rank 9, it could take you 5 months, it could take you 3 years. That's up to you. There's no deadline. We go every year. Then you can join us on these trips. We've gone in the years before. We're already planning and paying for the trip this year. So I can show you real footage of what your Christmases are going to look like. Johnny, will you hit the lights there for me? Hey? Oh my goodness. We were there. That's real footage of us there this December. We were there years before. You saw some of the previous trips we'd been on there. And we're going again. We go every year. The question is, who's coming with us? And every year we have new faces that join us on these trips. Is it you, or are you going to say, no, I can't do it? I can't, I'm too busy. I need to talk to my husband. I don't know enough people. Da, da, da. We actually have no longer got the luxury of excuse. In our South African economy as it currently stands, you're either, as I say, economically dying, or you're doing DuePoint. The tool costs you nothing but effort. That's all it's going to cost you is effort. We have 57 million South Africans waiting for us. They're waiting for us. You do not even need to get a fraction of a % of them to have completely changed your circumstances permanently. But you are going to have to put the time and the effort in if you want to join us on trips like this. And this year, as I've said to our rank 9s already, we're taking it up another notch. The place we're going to is even better than the places we've been to in the past, if one can even believe that. How badly do you want to change your circumstances? At rank 11, we're going to give you another useful tool. It's your own car. It's not financed through us. We don't rent it to you, and we don't give it to you and take it away, and we don't brand it because it's your car. You get it permanently so that you can permanently change your circumstances. That's 11 of the 28 ranks in our program. It's 1/3. What's in the next 2/3? What's in the next 2/3? Folks, in order to create this wealth, we distribute 4 products into these channels of distribution that you create for us. Our first product is our Access Wealth plan. It costs 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 products. Firstly, your very own tax-free investment account, and secondly, 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. We take 100 Rand every month of your 324 and we put it into your investment accounts, your money. And you've started building an asset with us before you've even connected your first person. Our second product is our WealthGuard product. It costs 249 Rand a month. And for that you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no medical examinations or declarations, and no maximum age limits. Anybody of any age can be a wealth engineer creating wealth with us here. Our third product is our Family Wealth funeral plan. It starts at 299 a month, and you get 2 benefits. One, you get funeral cover, 20 or 30,000 Rand, and you can add 5 or 10 family members to the plan. Your second benefit is the principal member of the product, the person who took the product out, gets 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when they pass away, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. That sure beats a tent and some airtime. That's what I know you normally get. Here we'll settle 10 grand of your debt. And our fourth product is our WealthPoints Buyers Club. As a member of our Buyers Club for 299 Rand a month, you get access to all of our suppliers. We have hosts of them. Motor manufacturers, data providers, airtime providers, entertainment, gyms, travel agencies. They're all in there. They're all in there. And you get access to all of them. We just recently added Cell C. You can now get discounted airtime and data from Cell C through our WealthPoints Buyers Club. It is designed to decrease your monthly expenditure. So if you use the tool to create wealth and the product to decrease your expenditure, you're ticking the 2 boxes of the 2 rules of creating wealth. And we give you both of them here in the DuePoint system. Folks, every one of our products has training videos and review videos. Go to YouTube again, watch them. Go to our website, watch the training videos, and you'll understand how to extract the maximum amount of benefit from all of our products outside of even the system that we offer you. This year, we're running a very special challenge for South Africans. We've put it out there for 2019. We're calling it our 365 challenge. We've said, for those South Africans who want to change their circumstances this year, for those South Africans who are sick and tired of the circumstances that they're in and want to change now, for those South Africans, we put a challenge to them. We say, don't put 2 people in a month. No, put 365 people in a year. That's an average of 1 a day. You don't have to do 1 a day. You can do them in groups. We don't care. But if you can get 365 of 57 million people, it's nothing. It's this block. If you can do just this block this year, we'll give you the equivalent value of 1.25 million Rand. Is there anything in South Africa today that you can actually trust that says it will deliver you 1.25 million Rand Is your job going to offer you that this year? No. I'm pretty sure all these other schemes and scams and thingies and that are not going to deliver it to you. I'm pretty sure currencies of any form are not going to give it to you. But we will. We don't deliver. We don't make promises and not deliver. We've been around for years. You ask any one of our wealth engineers, every promise we make, we deliver on. If you put 365 people in, which is nothing, it's a connection a day. It's 3 taps on your phone a day. If you can tap your phone 3 times a day and get 365 people onto your first point by the end of this year, then we will give you a check for 365,000 Rand. Cash. 365,000 Rand. Your channel then, with that many people on, will grow. We know what the maths is. Those people will have seen our presentation. They'll grow. It'll grow to the point that your channel will exceed rank 9, which means you'll be coming with us on a rank 9 trip at the end of this year. Now you've got a check in your hand and a holiday for you and your family. Your channel will have grown past rank 11, which means that this year, probably for the first time in your life, you're going to get a brand new car. A check, a car, a trip. But your channel will be of a size that it will be earning you, we estimate conservatively, somewhere between 40 and 50,000 Rand a month. So it's not once off. Nothing is once off at DuePoint. You're now earning 50 grand a month out of DuePoint. What did you have to do? You had to find 365 people. If I said to you, go find 365 people for me, I'll pay you 50 grand a month for the rest of your life, would you do it? So then why, when I said 365 people in 365 days, did you all go, oh, no, it's impossible? Why? Why did you do it? But if I said, find me 365 people, I'll pay you 50 grand every month for the rest of your life, you'd say you'd do it. Yeah, exactly. It's all up here. Do you know how small a percentage 365 people is on the total population of South Africa? It is 1/1000th of a percent. That's how small it is. That's all we're asking for. And it will permanently change your circumstances and the circumstances of your family generation after generation. What are you doing today in South Africa that's more important than this? What is it? I want you to come and tell me. If you choose this morning not to take up this tool, I want you, before you leave, to come past me and say, Brennan, you're wrong. I'm doing that, and it's even better. I want you to do that. The only reason you're not going to use this tool will be laziness. It's the only reason. And that's a frightening reality, because laziness means you will continue to get poorer every year. We've got, as South African citizens, while we've watched all of our friends getting richer at the top, the rest of us on the ground have got poorer for 20 years in a row. For 20 years in a row. That is not a marketing statement. That is a factual statement. We've got, are we going to pick up the tool now and get out there and talk to South Africans? Are we going to do it? Folks, this month we're going to help you do it. We've said that if you can get 20 people in your channel to take the Wealth Points Buyers Club this month, that's the one that decreases your expenditure. 20 people this month. If you can do that, T's and C's are in the phone app and on the website and all that jazz. But effectively, find 20 people that take the Wealth Points Buyers Club product this month and have it paid by the end of March. And we'll put 10,000 Rand in your bank account in the middle of April. And you'll be well on your way to 365. Your 365, incidentally, starts on the day you join us. So you haven't been prejudiced by losing January and February. No, it starts the day you join. You've got 365 days from the day you start. You have to, it's some serious decision making this morning. Anything that you choose other than this, you better count the cost of what you've lost at DuePoint. You better count that cost and make sure that you're not losing out in whatever else you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, to become a wealth engineer this morning is very simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net. You read the pages. We're a public company. Read the pages, watch the videos, and then click join and apply or apply. Fill out the form. 3 minutes, you're a wealth engineer. No money having left your hands. No money having left your hands today. And you're a wealth engineer. And today, middle of Saturday, you've got another 36 hours before you have to go back to your dead-end jobs. I have to be at my dead-end job now. You don't have to. You can go back on Monday. Okay? But you've got 36 hours to create wealth for yourself with us. That can happen this afternoon. It can happen right now. Just go to our website and do it. Go and do the research. Get comfortable with who we are. As I said, we're a listed public company. Go to the JSE's website. Look us up under Conduit Capital. You'll see us there. Go to Constantia's website. Their financial statements are open for you. The directors' salaries are open for you. The BEE status is open. It's all there. This is a permanent. No one else that you've been, no presentation you've been to before, have they been able to show you this. We can show you it all. Go and do it. Go to the FSCA's website and see all of our licenses. Life licenses, short-term licenses, financial services provider licenses. They're there. 8 regulators look after this business. 8. We're audited, we're reviewed, on-site, off-site, remotely. The regulators could be watching me right now, live. That doesn't happen anywhere else you go. You have never seen anything like DuePoint before. You have never. There is nothing else in the South African economy today like us. Next week, Saturday, we're down in KZN. It's about 11-ish, I think. 11 o'clock, we're live in KZN next week. Guys, limited seat venue, but we want guests in and wealth engineers booked in now. It's free tickets. Go to the events tab in our phone app or on our website and book your tickets now. You've got 7 more days to get them in. Make sure you get yourselves, your guests in. Wealth engineers from outside the province, if you go to the event, you get 10,000 XP on the XP Rewards program for being there, and any member of your channel that's there will get the 10,000 XP as well. So it is absolutely critical that you and your guests are there. This is a great opportunity. KZN, you know, we live stream. We don't generally travel down. This is your opportunity for you, your channel, and your guests to see us in the flesh. I laugh. Sometimes the guys say, no, you're doing something on your remote. It's not real. No, we're real. I'm going to come and show you that we're real on Saturday next week. So your entire channel should be there, and all their guests should be there. Get those tickets booked. They're free like everything at DuePoint, but we want to see you down there on this coming Saturday. It's in events. Get it booked in. Guys, at 11:30 today, if you are interested in creating wealth and you want to succeed at 365, or you want to create wealth quickly, then come back at 11:30. It's in the next 45 minutes, and I'll show you how. I will teach you how to do it here at DuePoint. So 45-minute session with me. It'll be the most valuable 45 minutes you spend with me. It's only 5,000 Rand to come in the door. No, wait, that's what the Americans do. No. Folks, it's free to come in the door at 11:30. Don't leave now. Don't get back in your car and run out of here. There ain't nothing out there that's making you money. Stay here, 11:30. Those of you watching from around the country, tune back in at 11:30. It will be broadcast, and I'll show you how to make money here at DuePoint. Permanent wealth, not cash in transit. That's at 11:30 with me. I think you can see how serious we are, ladies and gentlemen, what we're doing here at DuePoint. We are determined to be the economic solution for South Africa. We're not here today, gone tomorrow, and we're not cash in transit. We're in the business of creating intergenerational wealth. And we want you to come and pick up this tool and get started with us. 57 million South Africans are waiting for us. They're waiting. And you get to be the one that connects them to us. Let's go and do it now. If you've got questions and concerns, come and ask me. Call our client service team. But we'll be broadcasting again live at 11:30. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all outside. Thank you.